It's every girl's fantasy to wake up and go viral. But me? I went viral for all the wrong reasons. I woke up to 100 notifications and saw ugliest girl in the world trending. And there it was, my bare face and all splashed across every platform under the sun. No filter, no warning, just pure humiliation. Hey, I'm Scarlet and this is my story. If you want to know how I went from being the ugliest girl on the internet to having my face on every freaking billboard in town, they then hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, and keep watching out of a book. So how did it all start? A few months back, my skin just freaked out. Pimples started popping up like they were on a mission. I was already average looking, so this just added fuel to the fire. My mom took me to a dermatologist, but they hit me with the classic.
It's hormonal. It'll go away on its own.
It got worse. I started piling on druggrogstore makeup, hoping no one would notice what was underneath. Kids at school started clowning me for my makeup, calling it crusty, cakey, broken. Only my best friend knew the truth. She used to come over all the time, and that day was no different. Except I wasn't wearing makeup. I didn't even realize she had gone live on Insta, not until the comments started rolling in. And just like that, my bare face was out there for the whole internet to judge. When I confronted her, she played dumb. I said it was a mistake, but then some girls at school told me she did it on purpose to get rid of me, because people had started making fun of her too, for hanging out with someone so ugly. In her world, having me as a best friend was bad, and that broke me. While the internet laughed, I stayed home, falling apart. No one really understands what it's like to become famous for your worst moment, for your face. I couldn't even look at myself. Every mirror felt like it was mocking me. Still, I dragged myself to school. And yeah, people stared, whispered, laughed, like I was some walking joke. Then this guy came up to me, Zayden.
Hey, I'm sorry what happened to you. It wasn't right. Sloan shouldn't have done that.
Why are you being sympathetic? You want clout too? What's your angle?
What? No angle. I've been there. Went viral when I slipped off a weight bench at the gym. Everyone called me Flat Zayden for weeks.
Yeah, well, at least you're not ugly. Yours was just an accident.
So are you. You're not ugly. You're just hurt.
Zayden and I had gotten close. We clicked on everything, and I started falling for him. Since I wasn't ready to be seen in public, he came over to my place. We were hanging out in my room, and there was this quiet moment. He leaned in and kissed me, and I kissed him back. Then suddenly, his face went pale, and seconds later, he turned and puked right there in my room. I froze. I thought, he's disgusted by me, by my face. That's why he kissed me and threw up. I grabbed my makeup remover wipes and handed him one so he could clean up. But then something snapped in me. I looked at him, hurt and furious, and I slapped him right across the cheek with the same wipe. He stumbled back, mumbling,
I'll explain everything later.
Then he ran out like a total coward. The next day at school, one of Zayden's teammates walked upstairs, smirking like something was funny.
You really thought he liked you? He lost a bet. Dating you was the punishment.
My heart sank. I just walked out, holding back tears until I made it home. And then I broke down crying, screaming, clutching my chest like I could hold my heart together with just my hands. Because honestly, I didn't know it could hurt this much. My mom saw my face and asked,
What happened?
You need to do something for me, for my skin!
It's just a phase. It'll pass. Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're only saying that because you're not in my shoes. You never actually take care of me. And now look, this happened because you never listened. And you're still acting like it's not a big deal.
And that's when the front door flew open. Enter Aunt Layla, icon, legend. My mom's cooler, way more supportive sister.
I heard what happened and rushed over.
She hugged me tight, and then she looked me in the eyes and added,
We're fixing this. I'm taking you to the best cosmetic dermatologist in the city. I've got you, girl.
And for the first time in weeks, I actually felt a little bit of hope. When we got to the dermatologist clinic, I was shook. This wasn't just a clinic. It looked like a freaking 5-star hotel. Marble floors, designer furniture, lemon water, and glass display dispensers. The works. We waited forever at the reception. I was starting to get fidgety, and Aunt Lila was like,
Let me go check what's taking so long.
She disappeared through a hallway. I got bored, stood up and wandered a little, just minding my own business. Then I heard voices, familiar ones, so I peeked around the corner. Huh? It was Aunt Layla talking to someone from the clinic team.
She doesn't know. This all started after I gave her that cross cream. But you reformulated it now, right? Just treat her and we'll use her as a success story for the brand.
My stomach dropped. It all clicked. The breakouts, the timing, everything started right after I used that cream she gave me. And she knew. She knew she wasn't helping me. She was using me. Once again, I rushed back home. No points for guessing where my emotional breakdown was headed. I I slammed the door and started howling like my world had just imploded. Exploded again. This time, my mom didn't stay silent. She ran in and asked,
What happened now?
and I told her everything. The cream, the clinic, Aunt Lila's little secret plan. Her face turned red with rage. First thing she said,
Stop using that cream right now.
yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. But here's the thing. My mom's not just any mom. She's a social media advisor at a major firm. So she fired up her ring light, pulled out receipts, and made a video exposing the cosmetic company and Aunt Layla. That video exploded. People started commenting, snitching, sharing their own stories. So many said the same thing.
That product ruined my skin too.
And just like that, a movement was born. Cosmetic cruelty. Turns out Aunt Layla and that fancy cosmetic company, yeah, they got sued hard. Not just by us, but by dozens of people who finally came forward. They were hit with lawsuits, expensive, exposed across all media, and forced to pay massive reimbursements, their reputation done for. After I stopped using that cursed cream, my skin slowly started healing. My mom and we became internet icons without even trying. She got invited onto all these self-care and parenting podcasts, talking about training, true transparency, and protecting your kids. And me, I started getting DMs from beauty brands. Not just the fake polished ones who want to slap on filters and call it confidence. No, these were brands that saw the beauty in real skin, in raw stories, in honesty, and they wanted me. Breakouts, scars, everything. Then one day, I saw it, my face, raw and glowing, staring down from every major billboard in town. Me, the girl the internet once called the ugliest and the wildest part. It wasn't about the fame or the money. That stuff, just a side effect. The real win, owning my story and helping other people feel seen in theirs. Then one quiet evening, there was a knock on the door. It was Zayden. He stood there, looking nervous but determined, like he'd been rehearsing this moment 100 times.
That day when I puked, it wasn't because of you. I had food poisoning or the worst stomach flu ever. I was already feeling sick and panicked. And the second I kissed you, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. I ran because I didn't want to embarrass myself more than I already had.
Then why did your friend say you lost a bet? That I was a punishment?
Because he saw us together and got jealous. He made it up to hurt you. I didn't correct him because I was scared, but I'm not scared anymore.
I opened my mouth to ask about the makeup wipe thing, but he just smirked.
Shh, some things are for next time.
I cautiously walked up to my new part-time job, Flower Wish. From the outside, the place was stacked with the weirdest plants and flowers I'd ever seen. What is that smell? Who thought it was a good idea to stick a Titan Arum right up the entrance? Well, too late to back out now. I already accepted the job, so I pushed the door open. Hi, I'm Flora. My name was my mom's wish for me to always be as beautiful and strong as a flower, but I didn't get to keep her with me. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Since then, Dad and I barely talked. Home felt empty, heavy, like all the color had drained away.
There's a guy going around bothering women, dropping off flowers and love letters. Be careful.
I know. Thanks, Dad. And that was it. Most of our conversations ended in 1 or 2 lines, like clockwork. I slowly shut myself off from the rest of the world, too. I thought it would take forever for us to heal. Or maybe I was wrong. Because one day, I caught Dad inside Flower Wish. He stayed there a long time before walking out with this elegant, graceful woman. They were laughing together. I froze. Did Dad already have feelings for someone? Someone else? Even if it was just a suspicion, I couldn't let it become reality. I'd like to apply for a job here.
You must be. We do have an opening. It's tough work and you'll need to chat with lots of people. Think you can handle it?
Yes, I'll take it. And just like that, I became an employee at Flower Wish. My coworker was this goofy, carefree guy named Noah. And since the shop owner collected rare flowers, the place was packed with creepy specimens too. The weirder this place was, the easier it'd be to gather proof for my dad, and...
Just one drop, another drop, and you will.
Gotcha. This one was clearly some shady potion. Probably made flowers dance and haunt people at night. The second she set the flask down, I leapt like a cat. Root booster, that's it.
Careful.
He was howling in a huge wooden crate style, something inside pounding like crazy.
Geez Louise, this ship looks brutal and massive. Took me forever to drag it here.
Open it. I will help. If something freaky popped out, I'd finally have proof.
You like pitcher plant too? Tons of our customers are obsessed, but getting one this size takes real effort.
I hated them, and now they really looked like they were mocking me. Holy guacamole! The owner gradually introduced me to more customers, each one with stranger requests than the last flowers on a dog collar. Arrangements stuffed into rice bowls and turned into handbags. I forced a polite smile, but my work was half-hearted.
We want 1,000 black roses for our wedding.
Excuse me, but no one uses black roses for a...
We'll take care of it. Wishing you both a beautiful wedding.
Unbelievable. I couldn't stand these requests.
Everyone has a reason for coming here. You have to help them sincerely, not just fake it.
I blinked at him. Who knew this goofy-looking guy had that kind of depth?
I'd like 100 of your finest roses delivered tonight, for the ones I love.
I recognized him. He came here every day, always buying a ton of flowers.
We're sold out. Please leave.
She appeared suddenly gentle but unyielding, and turned him away without hesitation.
Unusual actions hide unusual intentions. I don't trust him. He'll probably use my flowers to harass women.
Wait, she thought that sweet-looking guy was the stalker everyone was talking about? To me, he seemed like the only normal customer in this whole circus. I slowly got used to working at Flower Wish, even though half the requests still made 0 sense. And my investigation into Dad and the owner was totally stalled. Well, he never came back to the shop. Welcome. Wait, it was Hilda, the weirdest kid in school. She had no piano talent whatsoever, yet signed up for every single piano contest in town. Her performances were painful, always dead last. Basically the last person you'd ever think deserved flowers. After playing,
For the next competition, I want you to run up and hand me flowers the moment I finish.
I did not want to do it, but a job's a job, so I dragged myself there with a bunch of daisies. To be fair, Hilda tried her best. The performance wasn't awful, but definitely not good. A few polite claps, nothing more. She ended up ranking top 30. Gritting my teeth, I went up and gave her the flowers, while the entire audience stared at me like I'd lost it. And yeah, I was the only one right then. Noah showed up with a bouquet of irises. Both Hilda and I were stunned. His timing saved me from total embarrassment. The next day, Hilda came by the shop.
Hi, Flora, and thank you. Your daisies made me feel so much more confident.
She lingered and opened up. Her mom was a famous pianist, cold, strict, never satisfied. Hilda practiced non-stop, desperate for her mom's approval. But no matter how many times she tried, she stayed average. Deep down, she knew she had no real talent. It crushed her so much, she couldn't even face her mom anymore.
Daisies mean perseverance and effort. It was a beautiful wish for me. You know, Flora, you act distant, but you care about people.
That was just a coincidence. Anyway, maybe you should talk to your mom instead of keeping it all inside. At least you still have her.
No way. She's always busy. I'd just be a bother. And what am I supposed to show her? My last place ribbon?
Those irises, yesterday, they were actually from a customer for her daughter. In flower language, irises mean I'm always proud of you.
I suddenly remembered the woman from the audience. She watched Hilda's whole performance, clapped quietly, but never went up. Maybe some people just didn't know how to show love.
Maybe I should go see my mom.
Yeah, I had a feeling she'd be back soon, this time with her mom beside her.
Feels good, doesn't it? Opening up and actually helping people.
I'm just doing my job, but it wasn't bad. Day by day, I grew closer to the owner and Noah, until I felt like part of Flower Wish.
A client needs a big order delivered late tonight. Noah and I will handle it. You stay and watch the shop.
Her phone rang, cutting her off. She grabbed it in a rush.
I've got something urgent. We'll talk later.
But even in that split second, I saw the caller ID, Dad! So that was why he never came back here. He knew I was working here, so they were meeting somewhere else. I knew it was childish, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night, I convinced Hilda to follow the shop owner on her delivery run. I was sure I'd catch her with Dad.
I don't know, Flora. Maybe we shouldn't.
Shh, this is for everyone's good. Someone's here. A man appeared behind a mask. I couldn't see his face, but everything about him screamed suspiciously. Our boss and Noah have been delivering huge orders to him for days. What if they're unknowingly helping the stalker everyone's been warning about? But the next day, when I voiced my fears, all I got were sidelong glances.
We know exactly what we're doing. And don't you ever sneak off to follow us again. Do it and I'll dock your pay.
Her words were sharp, but no way was I just gonna chill. That guy was shady. How could they not see it? Determined to catch the creep once and for all, I dragged Hilda with me to trail him again. But instead of tossing flowers into random girls' yards like I'd imagined, he slipped deep into the woods. We followed until he stopped in front of a stunning glass greenhouse, glowing in the night.
Maybe we got the wrong guy. He just looks like some weirdo who likes midnight gardening.
Nope, we're going in. We snuck inside like two black cats on the hunt. Just when I thought we'd gone unnoticed, another shadow appeared. You are?
You? Dang it, you've been following me? Gonna call the cops? 'Cause I said flowers to girls.
So my boss had been right. He was the stalker.
You refused to sell me flowers, so I had to steal them, and now you're not leaving.
He stepped closer.
Who's there? Leave those girls alone.
Dad? After that, the police stormed in, restrained him, and took the thief away. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Why he'd been hiding this greenhouse, why he met my boss in secret. And honestly, I was terrified of what his answers might be.
Remember what we talked about? You've got to open up.
I used to feel so broken after Mom was gone, but I learned to open up again, to smile. What about you, Dad? That's how my birthday ended up being celebrated. Inside that greenhouse, surrounded by golden daffodils, Mom's favorite flower. I invited the shop owner, Noah, even the regulars from Flower Wish.
Golden daffodils mean to move past your sorrow, open your heart, and welcome joy. That's the wish I want to give Flora on her birthday.
Happy birthday, Flora. Happy birthday, Flora.
I used to stay shut away, always sad. But when I finally opened my heart, I realized joy and kindness had been all around me the whole time.
Hi, I'm Elsie from Georgia. Please like and subscribe. The one thing I always knew about myself was that I was beautiful. Even when I was a baby, my parents thought I was the best-looking newborn they'd ever seen, and so did all their friends.
Oh my gosh, your baby is gorgeous.
I know, right? She doesn't model yet, but I think I'll start her soon.
I grew up loved and cherished by my parents, and they were obsessed with me. Well, obsessed with how I looked? When I started liking math, no one really noticed.
I have the most beautiful daughter in the world. I think that makes me the best dad.
48, 49, 50. I counted to 50.
Okay, but can you show me your runway walk again?
Oh yes, that's way more important.
My parents signed me to a modeling contract as soon as they could. I hated modeling, but it made them so happy I couldn't say no. Their focus on me became much more obvious when my sister Ari was born. They already had their perfect daughter, and no one noticed her at all.
You say you have a baby.
Yeah, that's Ari, but look at little Elsie. I'm thinking of starting her own brand.
Because of this double standard, Ari couldn't stand me, no matter how much I loved her and wanted to be her friend. Ari, come play soccer with me.
Aren't you afraid to fall and cut your perfect skin? You'll ruin your shoot.
So what? Do you want to play?
Nothing with you.
Eventually, I just stopped. It hurt that she ignored me, so I started ignoring her back. By the time she was old enough to go to my school, I was popular and had lots of friends. She hated that. She used every opportunity in her power to isolate me. I would sit with my friends at lunch, and all of a sudden, Ari would come up to us.
Elsie, you spent hours on your homework last night. How did you even have time to put on your makeup?
Your homework may be easy in 6th grade, Ari, but 8th grade homework, you have to work a little harder to keep your grades up.
All of your friends know you're a gigantic nerd, right?
The thing was, no one did know. School was the same as home, and everyone saw me as just a pretty face, but I was determined for people to start seeing me as the smart one. The real turning point was when I started high school and they had placement exams for advanced classes. I worked so hard and finally got the score I needed. I was so excited. But then the teacher asked to speak with me after class.
While you did get the scores needed for the advanced class, I'm not sure you're suited for it. You're a beautiful and popular girl, and I hear you're modeling on the side. You may be too distracted.
I promise I'll take it very seriously.
I'm just not sure, Elsie. I'll have to let you know on Monday.
I was so mad. How could she just assume for me? All I wanted was to focus on school and never model again. I knew my parents wouldn't let me back out so easily, so I walked to the nearest barbershop and sat in the chair. There was a huge picture of a good-looking male model on top, but it only drove me crazier. I was so done with that awful world. Chop it off. I want it all gone.
I can't let myself do that. You have such beautiful hair.
Cut it off, or I'll do it myself. Finally, she gave in. When I was done, I thought I looked great. I bought new clothes and got thick square glasses instead of my contacts. For the first time, I looked like what I was supposed to look like and not some Barbie doll. When I got home, my mom screamed.
What did you do?
Do you like it? I think I look great.
How are you going to model looking like that?
I'm not. I quit. I'm finally focusing on what I love, and you can't stop me. I didn't know what I was expecting, but school the next day was a nightmare. Ari laughed so hard when she saw me, but she didn't want to get out of the car at the same time I did.
I can't be seen with you. That would be so embarrassing.
Your sisters are right. You look terrible.
Well, I like it. I slammed the car door shut and prepared for my new life to begin. My friends were shocked, but that didn't bother me. I went to my teachers right after lunch and asked for a meeting.
Elsie, you look different.
I just wanted to tell you again that I'm very committed to my studies. Modeling is not going to be a problem anymore. I deserve a chance in the advanced class. I think I earned it. The teacher agreed to give me a spot. I was ecstatic until I ran into Ari in the hallway.
Nerd alert! Shouldn't your head be in a book or something?
Leave me alone, Ari. Now that I'll be getting less attention, you can get more.
Please, you had the life I always wanted, and now you're just throwing it away. You better watch out because your perfect life may not be waiting for you when you're done with this phase.
Wow, Ari was worse than I thought, but I didn't care. I needed to focus on math and physics. While I kept my promise and spent less time with my friends and more time studying, Ari kept hers. One day she came downstairs looking completely different.
Oh, Ari, you look great. Maybe you can teach Elsie a thing or two. Such a shame what she did to herself.
Are you wearing my makeup?
Not that you wear it anymore. Do you like my dress? One of your friends gave it to me.
I don't care. Have fun with my leftovers.
Of course you care. Just because you want to drown yourself in science doesn't mean you won't need friends, but you won't have any when I'm done.
She was right. All of my friends started hanging out with her. I tried to pretend it didn't bother me, but it did a little. I didn't have anyone to hang out with after school, so I decided to go to the mall by myself. Just as I entered, a guy walked right into me.
Hey, are you okay?
Ow! How did you not see me? When I got a look at him, I gasped. He was the guy on the poster in the barber shop, a really famous model in our town.
No, sorry. I just had this meeting and I'm a little distracted. I'm Nate, by the way, and I have to say your style is great.
Oh, thanks. I'm Elsie.
Are you like really smart?
I'm into physics, and you probably think that's lame, being a model and all.
Of course not. I wish I was that smart.
We sat down and had the best conversation of my life. We exchanged numbers and started texting every day.
I saw this apple and thought of you. Gravity rules.
I don't know what's more fun, finishing this book or going out to ice cream with you.
Picking you up now.
He drove me to the best ice cream shop in town and we sat there together.
Tell me again why you quit modeling.
Modeling is my parents' passion, not mine. I want to be a scientist, so I decided not to look like a model anymore.
You know you can quit modeling to focus on something else and still look the way you did. I looked you up, and you used to be really different.
You don't understand. It was way too hard.
Sorry, I'll back off. I don't care how you look. I think you're beautiful, no matter what.
He was the best. If it wasn't for him, I would be so bored in school. I spent so much time studying on my own that I realized I was way ahead of my high school. I looked online and found an elite program that accepted high school students in university. I applied, and Nate and I waited really anxiously to hear. He promised me we'd stay together even if I moved. One night at dinner, Ari had an announcement to make.
I'm going to be a model! I'm already the most popular girl in school, and now I want to be the most famous model in the world!
Suddenly, my parents looked really uncomfortable.
Ari, you look so pretty now, but you don't have the charm Elsie does. You understand, right?
Ari and I were stunned. I couldn't believe they thought that. I'm sure that's not true. Ari could be a great model.
Don't encourage her, Elsie. It's just not meant to be.
Ari was fuming. I felt so bad for her until I got a notification on my phone. I checked and then gasped. I got accepted into college. I'm going to study physics.
That means you're going to be one of the youngest students, right? Will that make you famous?
Ari screamed, kicking her chair aside and running to her room. She was throwing a fit.
What are we going to do with that girl?
I didn't know what to do, so I tried to go to her room to comfort her.
What a mistake! You always have to outshine me, don't you?
Ari, you know I've been working really hard.
You think I care about that? Why does everything go so perfectly for you? Apparently, I'm not good enough to be a model, and even when you're not one, you can date one.
How did you know about Nate?
Are you stupid? Just because you don't have social media anymore doesn't mean Nate doesn't. He posted about you. Finally, I'm popular, but you always have to go bigger.
You know what your problem is? You're the one who always needs to one-up me. Whenever I'm actually happy, you can't stand it. Guess what? My achievements and my relationship with Nate are something you can never have. Then she stormed off, leaving me angrier than ever. It didn't take long for me to cheer up, though. A reporter got in touch with me and told me I was going to be the youngest college student in the country next year. She wanted to interview me on the news. My parents were thrilled that I was getting what they called my next big break. The reporter sent her questions in advance, and my mom stayed up all night to practice with me. I could never remember what to say, so she wrote all the answers for me.
Don't you worry. I will give this to the technician, and he will show it on the screen so you can read it as you go along. You'll be fine.
I was still nervous, but that made me feel a lot better. I had my mom in charge of handling the answer sheet, so I just got ready to start. Hi, I'm Elsie. Thanks for having me here. I discovered math when I was little. And the screen was blank? OMG, I was so nervous I forgot everything I had to say, and now my answer sheet was blank. How was I going to get through this?
You were saying?
Yeah, I was a kid and I really liked to count, but I was a model first, so that was distracting. I got through the interview, but I was stuttering the whole time and making things up as they went. A genius child, more like a blubbering idiot. Mom, what happened to my answer sheet?
I'm not sure. I gave it to Ari to give to the technician. Ari, what happened?
I don't know. He must have misplaced it.
You mean you misplaced it? I can't believe you would ruin this for me.
You deserve it for being so awful all the time.
What have I ever done to you?
You take everything from me.
Ari, I am so disappointed. You are grounded.
Ari barely cared, but I was so angry I couldn't take it. I went right to her room to yell at her. It's not my fault you're not a model. Ari, if you want to be one, you should apply despite what mom and dad say and don't do it for them. I decided I wanted to study physics for me. That's why I'm happy and you're not.
Don't tell me and change your look just to get everyone off your back. Do you even like what you are now?
I don't care how I look. Don't you get it?
You don't even care? Wow. Well, I have to push myself every day and still no one sees it. I can't be smart or pretty. You have everything. I have nothing.
For God's sake, you're beautiful, and you have more than just two options. You can be whoever you want.
I have no idea what I want. I'm just trying to be noticed. Why do you make that so hard?
I had no idea what to say to that. I was just trying to make myself shine, but this whole time she was trying to do the same. So stop trying and start thinking about what you want to be. I'm going to college next year and you won't have to worry about my influence anymore. You'll just have to be yourself.
You're right. You're leaving. I haven't thought of that.
For the first time in years, she didn't look like such a mean girl anymore, just my little sister. I turned to leave, but then she said,
I'm sorry about tonight. I was just jealous, but I'm happy for you, really.
That was the nicest thing she ever said to me. I'm going to watch some Avatar stories. You can join me if you want.
I don't know if we're there yet.
Then maybe tomorrow, and the next day we did. I got ready to leave for school, and she took up acting. Then she found a boyfriend of her own who liked her for who she was.
Hi, my name is Ishar, and I'm from Seattle. Please like and subscribe. I was born to a single mom who used to travel from one place to another, entertaining people on the streets. And after I was born, I became part of her gang too. She'd wrap herself in bandages and dress me up in shabby clothes. And then we'd go out and put on little acts in front of people. I'd feel weird about this, but seeing Mom's face light up after getting the money from people would make me happy too.
Oh, honey, ever since you've come into my life, I've been bathing in riches. You're so lucky for me.
Mom adored me and often took me to parks and picnics, and we'd put on our little acts there too. Our life was perfect, but there was one issue. I couldn't speak. No matter how hard I tried, not even a single word would come out of my mouth. And it really upset me.
Honey, you're gonna be fine. We love you just the way you are.
But when I was 7, I discovered something really shocking. Like always, Mom asked me to put on an act and faint in front of an approaching bicycle one evening. But surprisingly, the man went all bonkers on us.
Get the kid out of my way, you morons!
OMG! What have you done to my daughter?
I know people like you, frauds. You rob innocent people like this. But I'm not gonna fall for your act.
Suddenly, a crowd gathered and Mom broke into tears, and I couldn't keep still. I got up and hugged.
Look, she's totally fine.
Huh? So you want my mute daughter to die now? You heartless jerk!
But the fight just got worse, and in all that chaos, I somehow let out a loud scream. Stop! Everyone turned to me.
They are frauds. The girl's not mute. Catch them.
Mom grabbed me and we ran from there. But when we reached our van, she looked at me suspiciously.
Why didn't you tell me you could talk? I'm the one who tricks people, but you've been tricking me this whole time.
She did what? I had so many questions, but again, I couldn't speak. Later, she took me to a doctor and we discovered that I was just a late speaker. And with practice, I could speak like the other kids. But my happiness was incomplete, because now I knew the reality. My mom was a con artist who made fools out of people and took money from them.
Come on, baby, we're getting late. And this time, make sure you don't shout or scream. You're a good girl, right?
No, and I'm not going anywhere.
What? Why?
You liar! Bad!
How can you say that? Honey, I had no means to raise you. That's why I got into this business. And now you're saying I'm bad. Do you know if I stop doing this, you're gonna have to give up on so many things? All your favorite foods and trips. Can you do that?
Well, maybe she really had no option. But I knew that this was wrong, and I refused to be a part of it anymore. I told her to stop with the stupid acts and get me into school, or I'd go to the police. So we shifted to Seattle, and their mom got me enrolled in a public school. I made tons of friends, and I was the happiest there. But then, in the 7th grade, things took a wild turn. A woman named Mrs. Miller came knocking on the door and claimed that she was my birth mom.
That's rubbish! She's my daughter!
The woman told us that she'd discovered some years back that I got exchanged at birth, and ever since then, she'd been looking for me.
I don't believe you! You look like some fraud to me, and believe me when I say I can smell them.
Mom!
I know it's hard to trust me, but I'm sure you're my daughter, Ishar. Please give me a chance to prove it.
But Mom pushed her out, and I felt really uneasy about this. What if she was actually telling the truth? And then a few days later, the unthinkable happened. Cops came to our house and arrested my mom. Wait, what are you doing? My mom's innocent. But the cops showed me CCTV footage, and it turned out Mom had robbed a bank this time, and now she was gonna serve time in jail. As a result, I was sent to a foster home, and it broke my heart. It was worse than prison, and I was ready to run out of there. But then Mrs. Miller came to see me there one day.
Oh, Ishar. I saw everything that's happened on the news, and I didn't want to leave you alone, dear.
She tried hugging me, but I pushed her away. My own mom lied to me. I wasn't going to trust some stranger now.
I know you can't trust me, but I don't want you to live in such a place when your mom can take care of you. And I will get you the proof you need.
Mrs. Miller kept persisting, so I agreed to get a DNA test. And just like she'd said, the results were a match, and she was indeed my birth mom. I was super shocked by this revelation. And moving in with her seemed so much better than rotting in this filthy place. So I agreed, and she took me to a palace-like house. My birth mom was freaking rich.
This is going to be your home now, sweetie. But I need you to promise me something. The girl who was switched with you, Young Hee. I haven't told her about any of this yet. I've loved her like my own child, and I want more time to speak with her about this, okay?
I promised not to say a word about it, but as we entered, a cute little boy bumped into me, and we both fell on our butts flat.
Ouch! That hurt.
Hey, are you okay? I helped him up, and Mrs. Miller told me that he was my younger brother, Jeremy. And indeed, we looked so much alike. But he seemed really shy and ran away. Later during dinner, Mrs. Miller introduced me to Young Hee.
A distant relative? But how come I've never heard about her, Mom?
Because she lived very far away, honey. But now Ishar's gonna stay with us for a while, and I want you guys to be good to her, okay?
Don't worry, I'm gonna take good care of her, and we're gonna be like besties.
Young Hee seemed like a very nice girl. She showed me around the house and even let me borrow some of her gorgeous dresses.
I'm having a sleepover tonight with my friends, and we're going to have so much fun.
And she was right. It was a blast. Everyone loved me and kept complimenting me.
Your cousin is amazing, Young Hee. You should invite her to all our sleepovers. And I guess we won't even miss you because she's so much more fun.
Gosh, these girls were so funny and crazy. They asked me some questions about my family, and I came up with some random lies. But Young Hee looked a bit suspicious. The next few days were amazing. Mrs. Miller would take me out shopping and we'd have so much fun getting to know each other. She even took me to her workplace. And I got this proud feeling knowing that she was a top lawyer in a huge firm. And soon I wanted to be just like her. But that night when I was asleep, I heard some strange noise in my room and saw someone going through my stuff. It was Young Hee. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I was just checking up on you. Go back to sleep.
Saying that she rushed out of the room. But I felt really uneasy, and I couldn't sleep after that, so I went downstairs to the kitchen for water. And there I found Jeremy hiding behind the kitchen counter, binging on ice cream and cookies. Caught you!
No! Please don't tell anyone I was here. I swear I didn't eat anything.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not telling anyone. Relax. After he calmed down, I asked him what was wrong.
I binge eat when I'm nervous about anything.
What are you nervous about, Jeremy?
I always fail all my subjects and all my friends make fun of me. And we have tests coming up. It's freaking me out.
What if I helped you with your studies?
Really?
Yeah! Then we can teach those nasty kids a lesson so they won't ever pick on you again.
You're so amazing, sis.
Saying that, he hugged me tight. And after that, I'd spend all my evenings teaching Jeremy in his room. Over time, I discovered that we had so much in common and we bonded so well together.
I'm so happy to see you guys getting along, Ishar.
Yeah, I've been helping him study, but I guess he's too exhausted for the day, so I'll go now. I was leaving the room, but just then, Mrs. Miller took my hand gently.
It's a good thing that I never gave up on looking for you. I'm so glad you're here, my daughter.
I'm glad too, Mom. When I said Mom, her eyes lit up and she hugged me tight. Then a week later, I started school, and all of Young Hee's friends were so happy to see me there.
Who's the gorgeous girl? Young Hee. Why don't you introduce us?
Well, I'm not sure either. Why don't you go ask her?
Saying that, she ignored me and went away with her friends. But I didn't like her being this way with me. So later that night, I went to ask her. Hey, what's the matter? You've been acting weird lately.
Yeah, that's because I know something's up. And you and Mom are both lying to us.
Oh, really? Is that why you were going through my stuff the other day?
Don't act, Ishar. Nothing you say ever matches up. And it's been so many days, and no family member ever calls you. What are you hiding?
I knew she'd figure out something was up sooner or later, but I couldn't tell her anything now, so I just left. Soon, it was our birthday, and Mom decided to throw a huge party for both of us. And I got a really awesome gift for Young Hee to make things up with her again. Hey, you look so pretty. I got this for you and I'm sure you're gonna love it. She opened the box and her eyes lit up.
I've got something even better for you. That's gonna blow your mind.
I wasn't quite sure what she meant till something terrible happened at the party. While everyone was enjoying themselves, Young Hee got onto the stage and grabbed the mic.
Hey everyone! As you all know, it's my birthday. But it's also Ishar's birthday, and I've got a great surprise for her. But before that, you should all know who Ishar is.
Saying that, a slideshow opened on a screen behind her, and it had pictures of my mom and all the news about her being a con artist and a robbery.
That's Ishar's mom, and Ishar's a fraud just like her.
Young Hee, stop this nonsense at once.
Oh, this ain't nonsense, Mom. This is the truth. And now I want to know why you brought this street rat here and hid it from me.
You're such a horrible person, Young Hee.
Ah, do you want to cry like a little baby?
Stop it, don't hurt her. She isn't the con woman's daughter. You are.
Suddenly, a loud silence swept across the room.
Have you lost it? Jeremy, what are you talking about?
Stop hurting Ishar. She's my real sister.
No, Jeremy, stop.
Young Hee looked at Mom with questioning eyes.
What? What is Jeremy saying, Mom?
Mom remained silent, and the look on Young Hee's face changed, and she ran to her room. After that, Mom asked all the guests to leave.
Jeremy, how did you know this?
Once I heard you talking on the phone about how you were looking for your daughter who got exchanged. And that night when you came into my room, I wasn't sleeping and I heard Ishar was my real sister.
Oh, Jeremy, but you shouldn't have said this in front of everyone.
You were crying and Young Hee was hurting you, so...
I immediately went up to Young Hee's room, but she wouldn't let anyone in. Even Mom tried talking to her, but she didn't come out of her room for a few hours, and I decided to break in through the window. But when I got there, I saw she was lying unconscious on the floor. We immediately rushed her to the hospital, and the doctor said she was all right, but she just passed out because of shock. Later that night, when she gained consciousness, I was right next to her.
What are you doing? Get away from me!
Young Hee, calm down! I know it's a big shock for you, and I could understand how you feel, but please listen to me.
I don't want to hear anything! Ishar, I hate you! I'm gonna lose all my family and my home because of you!
You're not losing anything, okay? Mom's loved you for so long and brought you up like her own daughter. How can you even think that she'd replace you?
Ishar's right, Young Hee. You're my daughter and my family, and you're always going to stay here with us.
But Ishar's your real daughter. Isn't that why you brought her here? And now even Jeremy loves her more than me.
She is my daughter. But so are you. I love you both equally.
Yeah, I love you both equally too. I'm sorry for what I did.
So you promise you're never gonna let me go, and I'll always be important to you?
I promise, honey.
Suddenly, she pulled Mom in for a tight hug. And I joined too.
You guys, I'm here too.
Come on then. What are you waiting for?
When I was a child, I didn't know who my father was. My mother didn't seem to care much about me either. Not because she was busy, but because she was more interested in luxury items and dating other men. The things I enjoyed most back then were playing with the kids in my neighborhood and spending time with the only person who truly cared about me, my grandma. Like me, she wasn't too fond of my mom either. When I was 10, I watched my grandma chase my mom out of her huge mansion with a walking stick.
Get out of my house, you ungrateful woman. How could you steal from me? And don't you dare deny it. Melanie told me everything.
Oh, come on, Mother. Your wrinkled pencil legs would never do this dress justice. I'm just doing you a favor by taking it.
You shameless witch. I'm officially disinheriting you.
Fine. I don't need your riches anyway. With all this beauty, I'll marry a billionaire. Clearly, my mom was delulu. And over the years, her craziness only got worse. Like this one time when I was 17, the cutest guy in my class invited me to his birthday party, and Mom decided to gate crash. And you'll never guess why. Nathan is turning 18. Mom, you can't attend his party. You're like 40. Shh. Don't you dare say my age out loud. And I'm not attending the party for Nathan. Let me guess. You plan to introduce yourself to Nathan's dad, Mr. Donald. Exactly. This is a perfect opportunity for me, Melanie. Mr. Donald is so rich. And his wife just died. Score. I cannot believe you just said that. And now, there's a little punishment for calling me old. Collect 3 eggs or stay home on Nathan's birthday. What? Here are 3 suggestions: catfish, monkey poop, and gold busker. You have 50 minutes.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shining.
Oh, wow. Good job, darling. You've got my permission. Just imagine it. I could be the next Mrs. Donald, and you better wear something nice and behave. Don't worry, Mother. I'll be on my best behavior. I wouldn't want to ruin your social climbing plans. With that, I left her room with an evil smile. Before we continue with the story, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for your continued support. Mom had no idea it was a costume party, and I had just the perfect costume. The next day, I waited for her to leave, and I crawled under my bed and took my costume out from its hiding place. I can't wait to see the look on Mom's face when she sees me. After spending hours perfecting my makeup, I wore my costume and rode my unicycle to Nathan's house. As soon as I walked in, I went straight to Mom, who was too busy drooling at Mr. Donald. Mom, do you like my nose? I got an extra one for you. Someone get this crazy clown away from me. Without warning, she grabbed a candle lighter from the party table and pointed it at me. Have you gone completely mad? Put that down. All you do is make my life miserable. Surely she wouldn't set me on fire, would she? Just then, Nathan, who was a Lion King costume, charged at Mom, and as they struggled, the lighter ended up in Mom's hair. Oh my God, my hair is on fire. Quickly, I grabbed a tablecloth, then covered her hair, but she shoved me and ran out of the party.
Well, this is definitely the craziest birthday party I've ever had.
I giggled like Nathan had told the funniest joke. And as if that wasn't embarrassing enough, I batted my clown eyelashes at him.
Are you having a seizure?
What? I was going for cute, but never mind. I have to go check on my mom. A few minutes later, I arrived at my house to find Mom throwing my clothes out on our lawn. Mom, what's going on? Needless to say, she wasn't looking her best. Some of her hair was burned and she smelled like a barbecue. I want you out of my house. I'm tired of you ruining my life. And that's how I ended up moving in with my grandma, who I loved very much. And together, we had lots of fun at her mansion. One morning, however, she woke up screaming, and when I went to check on her, she pointed her walking stick at me.
Stay away from me, you alien! You'll not take me into your alien ship.
Haha, you got me. I'm a creepy alien. I waited for her to laugh with me, but she cowered in a corner and burst into tears. Alarmed, I called her doctor, who diagnosed her with dementia. I had no choice. I had to call my mom. When she arrived at the mansion, she rushed towards Grandma. Oh, you poor thing. You don't even remember me, do you? I'm Alberta, your favorite and only daughter. Don't worry, Mommy dearest. I'm going to take good care of you. Ugh! I could already feel the scheming in Mom's voice. And sure enough, the next morning, she dropped a bombshell. Melanie, I need you to open your grandma's safe. I know she gave you her passcode a long time ago. Seriously? That's what you care about right now? Open the safe or I'm placing you under house arrest. Say what now? You heard me. Just give me the passcode. The safe is probably empty anyway. Actually, all of Grandma's jewelry is in there. And before she lost her memory, she told me she was going to give it all away to charity. All of it. Ugh, you demon child. With that, she shoved me into my room and locked it. That night, while I slept, someone touched my face. When I opened my eyes, a dark figure was standing over me.
Hello, Melanie, it's me.
Grandma, you remember my name? And how did you get in here?
Sit down, dear. I have something to tell you.
And you'd never believe what she told me. What do you mean? You faked your illness?
I did it to test you. I knew your mother would try to steal from me, and I wanted to see if you'd help her. I'm so glad you didn't. I'm so sorry she locked you in here.
I'm okay, Grandma. Actually, I have a revenge plan. Tie this around yourself. I handed Grandma a white bedsheet, and as I told her my plan, I used my makeup to paint her face and hands white as a ghost. To complete the look, I added some long stick-on nails to her fingers.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Trust me, Grandma. Mom is very afraid of ghosts. She even sleeps with the lights on. We both laughed as we headed to Mom's room in the mansion. Are you ready? As soon as she nodded, I kicked the door open, and Grandma walked into the room. Just as Mom woke up screaming, "Get away from me!"
My dear Alberta, I have a message for you. You need to leave this house, or evil shall befall you. Men will flee at the very sight of you, and all your designer clothes will shrink 3 sizes too small.
Oh no, not my Gucci dresses. As Mom continued to scream, I rushed in. Mom, why are you screaming? There's a ghost. What? Where? She's right there. I was this close to bursting into laughter, but I had to stay in character. What are you talking about? Mom, there's nobody else here. Just you and me. But she's... I need to get out of here. And that, my dear viewers, is how Mom left the mansion barefoot and in a nightgown.
Did you see how fast she ran?
Yeah, with that speed, she's probably approaching Mars by now. We both burst out laughing as we high-five. A few days later, Nathan sat beside me at the fountain as I told him my crazy story.
I can't believe your grandma faked dementia.
I know, right? She's so crazy.
So, what happens now?
Well, Mom is still talking about ghosts, and she's still out of Grandma's will. So that means I'm going to inherit everything.
Please don't spend it all on clown costumes.
I giggled, But this time, I wasn't embarrassed. I kept giggling until Nathan joined me.
Hi, I'm Carrie. I found the love of my life in high school, but I ripped his heart to pieces. So I guess I'm the bad guy in this story, but before I continue, please like and subscribe. My dad was a firefighter and he saved my mom's life. It was love at first sight. Soon they were married and they had my big brother Leo, and 10 years later I was born. I had the perfect family, but when I turned 6, things took a turn. My parents weren't getting along anymore, and every time they were in the same room, they started shouting at each other. They argued so loud I could barely sleep, but Leo was always there to make me feel better. We'd hide out in the basement to play games and he'd read me bedtime stories. I loved the romantic ones the best. Leo even dressed up like a clown and danced around the room, and I almost fed my fans laughing. A few months later, Mom left us. We were really sad she was gone, but Leo always cheered up with his jokes and silly impressions. He even encouraged me to start writing. When I wasn't writing love stories, I helped him write jokes. After a while, Leo had his own stand-up comedy routine. But when I was 12, I came home from school one day and Leo told me the worst news. My dad had an accident and he'd fallen into a coma. My whole world turned upside down in that instant. Then Leo moved back home to take care of me. He quit comedy and got an office job to pay the bills. You can't do this. What about your tour?
You need me, Carrie. Family comes first.
I felt so guilty that Leo had to give up his dream because of me. When I got to high school, I was determined to get into a good university on scholarship. I focused on my studies and kept turning down my friends' offers to hang out, and soon they stopped asking. Plus, I felt guilty having fun while Leo was sacrificing so much to take care of me. But then this new boy, Andy, joined her class in 11th grade, and it was always flirting and trying to get my attention. I didn't respond at first, but he was so sweet and funny, and eventually I gave in, and soon enough we started dating. Andy was very understanding of my situation and always gave me my space to study. He even encouraged me to start writing love stories again. But then one day after school, Leo came home early from work and caught me and Andy kissing on the porch.
Hey, get away from my sister, you crazy.
Calm down, Leo. This is Andy. He's my boyfriend. But Leo shoved Andy out of the way, then dragged me inside.
Since when do you have a boyfriend? You're too young, and that boy is trouble.
Leo, I'm 16 and you don't even know him.
I'm sure he's just like every other boy on the planet. He'll pretend to like you, then he'll break your heart. I'm just trying to protect you.
You're not like that. Not all boys are. Come on, give him a chance. Just hang out with him once. I'm sure you'll love him. After a lot of pleading, Leo reluctantly agreed, and Andy suggested that the 3 of us could have dinner together. That turned out to be a pretty awkward evening, because Leo either interrogated Andy like an army sergeant or silently glared at him. At the end of the meal, Leo paid the bill, and as we were leaving, he spotted Andy slipping in some extra tip.
Oh, so you think I'm cheap? Huh? You think I didn't tip enough?
No, it was fine. I just wanted to tip a bit more.
$100. Wow. So I pay for the whole dinner, but you come off as the hero and make me look like a cheapskate in front of my sister by tipping like a prince. Well, not all of us grew up with a silver spoon in our mouths.
Look, you've got the wrong idea.
But Leo didn't listen, and he was pissed. Why did Andy have to do that? After that, Leo and Andy just couldn't get along. Like on my 16th birthday, Andy got me a princess on a costume, complete with a tiara he'd made himself, because I'd once said jokingly,
"Yeah, that's a gift you give a 5-year-old girl, and look who's sheep now. Has your dad gone bankrupt?"
I know it's not an expensive gift, but I thought Carrie would find it amusing.
Yeah, I do. It's fun.
Please, Carrie, go change into something nice and wear this gold pendant I got for you. See, it has semi-precious emeralds to match your beautiful eyes. It cost me a month's salary, but you're precious to me, and it's totally worth it.
Oh, and gee, you're the sweetest brother, Leo. As he put the necklace on me, he accidentally knocked Andy's tiara off my head and it broke into pieces. Andy turned around to leave and I raced after him. Please don't be angry. It was an accident, and I do think the costume was funny.
Nah, it was a stupid idea. I'm late for something, Carrie. I gotta go.
A few weeks later, I invited Leo to watch one of Andy's basketball games. Andy is the team captain, and I was sure Leo would be very impressed by his performance. The game was extremely close, but Andy's team lost.
Wow, that was painful to watch. And who's the idiot that made you captain? You clearly suck.
Man, why are you such a jerk?
I call it like I see it, dude. You know what? You should be the mascot god. That way you don't have to show your ugly face on the field.
You don't have to disrespect me in front of my team.
Yeah, I do. You're a loser, and someone has to let you know.
Andy's eyes started twitching, and I almost thought he punched Leo, but he turned abruptly and headed to the locker room. Hey, Andy, you don't have to take Leo so seriously. He was only joking.
He's not joking. He hates me and he treats me like garbage. And what's worse is that you don't even see it and won't do anything about it.
What do you want me to do? He's my older brother. You just have to get used to him.
No, actually, I don't.
Andy and I stopped seeing each other after that. It was a no-brainer for me if it came to choosing between my brother and my boyfriend. A few weeks later, I started feeling really sick and had to be taken to the hospital, and it turned out that I needed a new kidney as soon as possible. Leo volunteered to give me one of his, and he turned out to be a perfect match. The surgery was successful and I started feeling much better. Leo, you're my hero.
You know I'd do anything for you, Carrie.
Andy, what are you doing here?
You weren't coming to school and the teacher said you were unwell. I was just so worried about you. It felt like torture not being able to see you every day. And I don't want to be apart any longer, Carrie. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too. A moment later, both of us were startled when the police burst into my room along with Leo.
He's my sister's psycho ex who just can't accept their breakup and won't leave her alone. Take him away?
What?
When the police approached Andy, I stepped in front of him to protect him and managed to convince them that Andy and I had just gotten back together and he wasn't a stalker. The police believed us, but they were really upset with Leo. They scolded him for making a false report, but Leo still refused to let it go.
She's afraid of him and that's why she's covering up for him. Do your jobs, you morons, and arrest him.
And the police hauled Leo off to jail for the night for being a nuisance, and he missed a huge meeting at work, and the next morning he was fired from his job, and I felt horrible. Leo had to take a new job that paid less and made him miserable, and he didn't talk to me for days. Leo, I wish you hadn't overreacted that night and none of this would have happened.
I was only looking out for you, Carrie. You told me you guys had broken up, so I thought he was pestering you, and I teach him a lesson. Now I'm paying the price for wanting to protect you.
I'm really sorry.
You're not the one who needs to apologize.
Maybe if Andy apologized to him, everything would be all right. Look, the situation with you and Leo is really bad. You have to apologize if you want to fix this.
But I didn't do anything wrong. Look, I'm sorry Leo lost his job, but that's not my fault. He acted like a total maniac. Carrie, you were there.
But Leo doesn't see it that way. Unless you tell him you were wrong to sneak into my room and beg for his forgiveness, we can't be together.
That's not fair, Carrie. Come on, we love each other.
And Leo loves me more than anybody. Sure, he can be difficult, but he's always been there for me. Leo comes before everyone else. Andy resisted the idea, but eventually he caved and said he'd do it.
What's he doing here?
Andy's here to apologize to you.
Oh, it's about time, but my forgiveness won't come so easily. Jerk, why don't you go down on your knees and tell me how sorry you really are?
Leo, please don't.
If he really loves you, surely he can do this. I mean, I gave up a kidney for you. I'm not asking him to do much.
Andy turned to me with tears in his eyes.
I'm sorry, Carrie. I do love you, but I can't do this.
Andy and I broke up for good after that. We graduated from high school and Andy went off to a fancy university in another city. I went to a local community college so I could stay close to Dad and Leo, but as I grew older, I started to notice that Leo wasn't as perfect as I thought. Anytime things didn't work out in his life, he'd blame it on someone else.
Of course I didn't get the job. They're all idiots.
But you showed up 20 minutes late to the interview, Leo. Leo started resenting successful people. He even got jealous when I sold my first romance novel to a big book publisher.
What kind of losers would read this junk?
For years, I idolized my brother like a father and ignored his flaws. But as my career took off, he only got worse. Leo quit his job and started partying all the time. He instantly left the house a mess and criticized everything I did, and whenever I brought a boy over, he always said something to push them away.
Geez, I've never met someone so stupid. You have the IQ of an ant. You're really ugly. Does it run in the family?
After a while, I've had enough. What is wrong with you?
I'm perfectly fine, yo. Can I borrow $400?
I can't stand this anymore. You used to be a really nice guy and now you're terrible. You're selfish.
I'm selfish? I sacrificed everything to take care of you. If my life hasn't worked out the way I wanted, it's your fault. And the success you're enjoying now is all because of everything I did for you. You should be thanking me. You'd be nothing without me.
I'm grateful for what you did and always will be, but I'm not going to keep feeling guilty for the rest of my life. I can take care of myself now. You're free. I left my home the next day and moved into my own apartment. The time away from Leo gave me a chance to focus on myself. I started a few new hobbies. Leo eventually apologized in his own unique way.
Lately, I've had the chance to think about a lot of things, and I've been a supersized jerk. Andy was rich, and I felt inferior to him, and I hated him for having things easy. And then I started resenting your success too. What kind of big brother am I? You're better off without me.
You're the only family I have, Leo, and I'll always need you in my life. Leo even convinced me to reach out to Andy. Met Andy at a cafe in New York City. I was so nervous, but the moment I saw Andy's face, all my old feelings for him came rushing back.
Carrie, it's so good to see you. I've really missed you. I've never felt the same way about anyone else. And and
Andy, let me speak first. I am so sorry. I was wrong, and I never should have asked you to apologize to my brother. I shouldn't have broken up with you, and I've regretted it ever since.
maybe if it's not too late, we can start over.
I'd really like that. Then, we shared a kiss. Family love is important, but personal happiness should not be sacrificed. Forgiveness, facing mistakes, and self-love are the keys to building healthy and happy relationships.
It's hard to pinpoint exactly when my parents knew that I was special. It could be when I said my first word at 5 months old, when I started reading by the time I was 3, or when I solved a Rubik's Cube at 4 in less than 30 seconds. Hi, I'm Lisa. And none of that is to brag, by the way, because being a genius has brought me more misery than I would wish on my worst enemy. Yeah, I actually have a worst enemy, and you're about to find out who she is. But first, please like and subscribe. My father was a famous actor who starred in a ton of action movies. He fell in love with my mother, a jewelry designer. She designed the engagement ring he intended to give to another woman. But he broke off that relationship to be with my mother. I know. Messed up, right? When I was 5, I was being dragged around the world to movie sets where my father would show me off like some freak Einstein circus monkey.
Daddy, I need to pee.
You can only go after you tell everyone who the 5th, 16th, 25th, and 40th presidents were.
Come on, Paul. Lisa really needs to go.
She can go as soon as she answers the question.
James Monroe, Abraham Lincoln, William McKinley,
And then I peed. The entire movie's cast and crew burst out laughing, and I was completely humiliated. My mother finally had enough and divorced him, taking me back to her hometown. I would love to say things got better there, but believe it or not, they only got worse. Like a lot worse. My mom opened a jewelry store which took up all of her time. So she got me a nanny who had a daughter named Scarlet. Scarlet was 4 years older than me and was really dumb. Just to give you an idea of how dumb she was, when her mom told her that carrots helped her see in the dark, she went outside at night and tried to use one as a flashlight. Scarlet didn't like that I was so much smarter than her, so her favorite activity was torturing me, like hanging me out the window by my ankles, filling my pillowcase with spiders, and replacing my cereal with dog treats.
How's your cereal, Lisa? Maybe afterward we can go play fetch.
Except I knew what my cereal looked like and switched our bowls when she wasn't looking. My mom put me in kindergarten, but it was way too easy for me. While the other kids were playing with finger paint, I was doing math equations. As much as I hated being in school, I hated being home more because of Scarlet. I tried to tell my mom, but Scarlet had a secret.
But Mommy, I hate her. She tried to put my book in the toilet.
Scarlet, is that true? The one thing that Scarlet was good at, besides bullying, was acting.
Never. It really hurts my feelings when Lisa says these things.
Scarlet could cry on command. I mean, like a full-on sobbing.
Mom, she's...
But I couldn't even finish my sentence before my mom was comforting Scarlet.
There. It's okay. No matter what happened, I'm sure you two can work it out, right?
And then Scarlet ran and hugged me.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to work. See you two besties tonight.
And the second my mom was gone, my book was in the toilet. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they did. The school's principal skipped me to the 3rd grade. Guess with who? You've got it. Freaking Scarlet. Yeah, she was left back a year because, as we already established, was really dumb. When I got to high school, I was too old to have a nanny. So my mom hired Scarlet's mother to help her run her jewelry store and let them stay in our house because she felt like they were family now. At school, Scarlet would play awful pranks on me, like putting laxatives in my lunch or filling my hand sanitizer with super sticky glue. One night, I sat out in the backyard crying. I just wanted to be normal and with kids my own age. Then through the guest house window, I saw something unbelievable. Scarlet was watching Mean Girls and acting out the part.
They say you're a homeschooled jungle freak who's a less hot version of me.
She was actually really good, but then she turned and looked right at me. Oh no! I sprinted back to my room. I was up all night, terrified about what Scarlet was going to do to me. The next day at school, Scarlet just stared nonstop at me. As soon as the bell rang, I sprinted out of the classroom and hid in a janitor's closet.
This is my closet. Go find your own.
I nearly jumped out of my skin. I turned on the light to find a boy sitting in a chair with his feet up on the wall. His hair was long and messy, his clothes were too big, and he had like 20 earrings. He was Wesley, the school weirdo. The rumor was that his family was homeless. I can't leave.
Yeah. Scarlet, right?
Yeah, I think she may actually kill me.
Sad girl, just like my sister Alice.
Your sister?
Yeah, believe it or not, Alice makes Scarlet look like an angel.
That's horrible. Wait, why are you in here?
It's my place to get away from everyone. I hate drama.
Wow, I totally get it. People are so...
Petty, judgmental, mean.
Yes, I'm Lisa, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm a pretty good observer.
Just with that, Wesley and I became best friends. I felt like a total jerk. I always thought he was just a weirdo, but he was the first person who actually understood me. For the next few weeks, Wesley and I spent more and more time together at school, away from Scarlet. Wesley knew every hiding place in the school, under the stairs, in the attic. There was even an old, broken service elevator. I had no idea. For a while, things were looking up. And then one night, something incredible happened. I received a letter from one of the top universities in the country. They wanted me to attend next year and were scheduling an interview at my house. I would finally be rid of Scarlet for good. I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. I wanted to celebrate, but Wesley would never meet me outside of school. There was always an excuse, but this time I wasn't taking no for an answer. I tracked down his address online and went there. I figured we would pull up to a homeless shelter, but we turned into the driveway of the biggest mansion I had ever seen. I rang the bell, and this really pretty girl with perfect makeup opened the door.
Whatever you're selling, we don't want any. Oh, I'm not selling anything. I'm here to see Wesley. Does he live here? Hey, loser. Someone is actually here to see you. What do you want with my loser brother?
Oh, you're Alice, Wesley's demon sister.
Lisa, what are you doing here?
Hi.
Wow, Wesley is a real girl coming here to take you out. There must be something seriously wrong with her.
Leave us alone, Alice.
Wesley took me to his room, which was filled with books and other cool things. He even had a VR experience, and we got to dive in the deep sea with sharks, whales, and all kinds of marine animals. It was so cool. But just as we were about to approach a giant squid, suddenly, a wave of water drenched us from top to bottom. We took off our visors and there was Alice, holding a huge bucket of water and laughing her head off.
Alice, what the heck?
Only improving your immersive experience. You're welcome, guys.
Before we could respond, Alice had already vanished, and Wesley's RV was ruined. As we dried off in the bathroom, I looked at Wesley angrily. How can Scarlet and Alice be so hateful? What is wrong with them?
Alice and I were close when we were kids, but then my mom forced her into beauty pageants and would always criticize her when she lost. It changed her, and now she's like this.
Like Alice alone wasn't enough. Scarlet hadn't forgotten about me spying on her. She was like a snake, just waiting for the right opportunity to strike. And on the morning of the big interview at my house, she found it.
Well, Lisa, we feel that you will be a perfect addition to our university, and it is my honor to offer you.
Oh, Lisa!
Just as the recruiter was about to make me the offer, Scarlet walked in. My entire body froze.
Oh, sorry. Is this a bad time? I'm Scarlet Lisa's bestie.
Hi, bestie. Can you please come back later?
I would, but I have my math test coming up and need that special you always give me with all the answers. I have the money. I swear.
She pays you to give her the answers to your tests.
That's not true. She's lying.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Please don't listen to her. I've never cheated in my life.
Me neither.
And that was the end of it. Scarlet won.
Did I scare your little college recruiter off? Oopsie.
I was so angry I just exploded. You are a horrible, horrible human being. In fact, I wouldn't even call you human. You are a monster.
The next morning, as I was going to my locker, a crowd was around someone. Wesley walked up to me, and he looked as depressed as I was.
Did you see we have a new student?
When the crowd cleared, I saw who our new student was. It was Alice.
She got expelled from her all-girls school. So my mother was able to bribe our school to take her in.
And then she saw me, and Wesley came over and turned to the crowd.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun here together. Now you can't avoid me.
Alice laughed like a true Disney villain and left with her new group of followers.
I guess I'll just have to wait for her to add this school to her expulsion collection.
You know what? No. I've had enough of these bullies. We are gonna fight back.
No, Lisa, just ignore them. We can't fight with them.
They are older, stronger, and meaner. But we are smarter. We are not gonna fight them ourselves, Wesley. We're gonna make them fight each other.
I'm listening.
We may not be able to change them, but we maybe can redirect their hate.
I told Wesley the rest of my plan, and he agreed to join. We were going to make our boys mortal enemies. First of all, we sent a little welcome to our school gift to Alice from Scarlet.
Oh my god, is this the new Givenchy?
It wasn't. Wesley simply took the empty bottle from her trash.
This is my favorite perfume.
But I guess you could call it perfume. It certainly had a memorable fragrance. Alice put it on and immediately realized it was not her favorite Givenchy.
Yuck! Ugh, this smells like skunk.
Actually, it was a nasty mix of fermented anchovies, spoiled cheese, and overripe cabbage. But yeah, just as bad as skunk. And even harder to get off. Exactly. At the same time, we printed a fake version of the school newspaper, which Alice had just begun to run. And in a very special edition, we crowned Scarlet as the champion of, well, Everything on the worst list, from fashion disasters to bad hair days, makeup mishaps, terrible classmates, and the worst student overall. You name it, she snagged the title. As soon as she saw it, Scarlet burst into flames and went in search of Alice. They met in the middle of the hallway. The tension was so intense that it felt like a dragon.
This is war!
And thus the war began. And believe me, they pulled out their heavy weapons. Their pranks were, let's say, pretty original. Alice kicked things off by spreading the rumor that Scarlet was really a 40-year-old divorcee posing as a teenager.
That doesn't make any sense.
Scarlet fired back bluntly and traditionally vandalizing Alice's Barbie car and brace for impact, painting it black.
No! That's not even a real color!
Alice carried out her revenge, following the old rules of the glitter warfare. She hid a glitter bomb in Scarlet's locker, and when she opened it, she turned the entire hallway into an impromptu disco party. It took Scarlet weeks to get all the glitter off her. And how could we forget the time that Scarlet locked Alice in the bath with a little mouse? Next level torture right there. Of course, like top-tier bullies, they occasionally ditched their sophisticated tactics for some classic down and dirty hand-to-hand combat. Yet the best part of my master plan was that they were good to us, even though it was just to infuriate the other. It's amazing what hate can lead to.
You're truly a genius.
I should be modest, but I can't. I am a genius. Our era of prosperity and peace incredibly lasted for a year. However, as usual, nothing good ever lasts. When it seemed that this beautiful war would continue for generations, Alice delivered a precise and lethal blow. Somehow, she got her hands on a video of Scarlet performing in the toilet, just as I had seen her months before at home, in front of her. She made it viral. At school, Scarlet became a laughingstock. The war was over and Alice had won it. Lonely and the Queen Alice. Well, maybe they didn't cheer like that, but you guys get the point. When I got home, Scarlet was still crying, and the waterfalls didn't slow down for days. She even stopped going to school because she was so embarrassed I had finally beaten my bully. But surprisingly, I didn't feel great. On the contrary, I felt sorry for her and felt so very, very guilty. Not because she didn't have it coming. The feeling of being the one causing her tears felt horrible, even worse than when I was the one crying because of her evil deeds.
Go away!
I have something to tell you. After confessing all about my plan, I closed my eyes and waited for my punishment. I hope this is quick and painless. I waited a few seconds, but nothing happened. I opened my eyes and looked at Scarlet. Aren't you gonna murder me?
I should, but I kinda get why you did it. It's not fun at all to be on the receiving end.
No, it isn't.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know what it is. Don't make me say it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. For what it's worth, I think you have a real talent as an actress.
Do you think so?
Totally. You had my mom believing you were an innocent angel for years. Not even Zendaya could pull off a character like that.
Oh, thanks!
Then something unprecedented began taking place. Scarlet and I went in for a hug. However, just as we were about to make it happen.
Nope, that's too much. You did ruin my life.
And you ruined my future.
Call it even?
Sure. The following weeks were pretty good, actually. Scarlet called the college recruiter and explained everything. As thank you, I showed the tape of Scarlet acting to my dad, and he got a small role in his next movie. When word of that got around the school, Scarlet got no notice again, but this time for good. Even better, she became part of our little crew. Wesley, it's time you also stand up for yourself against your sister. By now, Alice had assembled an army of plastic girls and drooling boys that would do anything she said. And with no rival, Alice went back to making Wesley's life miserable. Until one day during lunch in the cafeteria, Alice walked up to Wesley and acted like she had stumbled, making all her food spill onto him. Wesley stood up and pulled out an old photo from his wallet and showed it to Alice.
See this picture, Alice? It's from when you won your first beauty pageant. Look how happy we both look here.
Yes, I look pretty, unlike your dorky face.
In a moment of frustration, Wesley tore the picture into pieces, shocking Alice.
How dare you!
I always missed your younger self, Alice, and I hoped you would go back to being my lovely sister. But I guess you chose to be a witch, and I'm done waiting or being patient.
Alice tried to push Wesley away, but he held her hand tightly and firmly.
You really thought you're stronger than me, Alice. I never touched you because I respected you as my big sister.
You're hurting me!
I'll hurt you more if you don't back off.
My friends are around me. Guys, you know what to do.
But just as Alice's friends were about to step in, Scarlet and I appeared from behind Wesley. And we know what to do too. The kids behind Alice began to look scared and uncertain while she stomped her feet in frustration.
Fine. You don't talk to me, and I won't talk to you.
Sounds good to me.
With that, Alice left and we all hugged, knowing we had finally stood up to the bullies.